everybody, it's the Carnivore Pastor. My name is Stephen, and I'm here with some more content in the video today. I hope that you will like my video, you'll hit subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so you'll know when I'm putting up new content. That would help me out as I'm trying to build my channel and to help you and to help others do the carnivore lifestyle. You know, as I was getting ready to put this video out over the last few days, I've been really concentrating on what I thought was something that could be helpful to everyone. And so today, I want to share with you what I think is one of the most powerful tools, the most powerful things we have to have, not just to do the carnivore lifestyle. This is to do everything that we do. For me being a pastor, the stuff I'm going to give you today could be something I could teach at church. It could be something that we can teach people, our children, our families, or whatever, on the job. But today we want to circle it in and point it toward the carnivore lifestyle. And that subject is self-discipline. And when we hear the word discipline, it sometimes can be an ugly word. We can go, oh, discipline. But it's vitally important that we have discipline to do what we want to do in our lives. That's going to be meaningful and is going to change our lives. You know, when the word discipline, I wrote down a couple of different, maybe three here, definitions that I think are really powerful for the word discipline. One is, discipline is the ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. It's the ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite the temptation to abandon it. And then lastly, discipline is the ability to push yourself forward, stay motivated, take action regardless of your feelings, your physicality, or your emotions. That is discipline. And so I think each of us must learn to have self-discipline. You know, when you think about the carnivore lifestyle, one of the things that just talking to different people that have tried it before, the majority of the people quit in the first 2 weeks because it's tough. You know, the first 2 weeks you're dealing with a lot of stuff and a lot of change. Your body's getting rid of a lot of the junk in your body. You get the headaches. Some people don't feel good. They feel weak. They get the keto flu. They feel rough. And especially in those first 2 weeks, you're going to have some self-discipline. But maybe you've been doing this for 30 days and you're thinking, man, I'm seeing some results. I'd like to go 60. Self-discipline. Maybe you've gone 60 and you want to do another 30 days. You're going to go 90 days. Self-discipline. Wherever you're at in your journey to better health, self-discipline is going to be what's going to get you through. Now, having YouTube channels to subscribe to for encouragement is important. I think it's great. Anybody that I help get on this lifestyle, I send them videos. I send them people they need to subscribe to. And they can be great encouragement. But without self-discipline, all that information that they hear is not going to help them. They're still going to fail. The old saying, if it's meant to be, it's up to me, is a true statement. See, when I began doing carnivore 2 years ago, my son was living at home at that time. He wasn't carnivore. He wasn't going to go carnivore. My wife wasn't carnivore at that time. And so this was something that I had to do. I had to jump in there and go, this is what I'm doing. And if it's meant to be, it's going to be up to me, because I can't blame my spouse because she's not doing this with me. I can't blame my family. I can't blame my friends. I can't blame anyone. It's up to me. And so I'm going to have self-discipline to be able to get going with this. And so that's what it took at the beginning. Self-discipline is required to achieve optimal health. Why? Because you got to break old habits. It takes self-discipline to break an old habit. No matter what it is. Maybe it's smoking or something else that you're doing, you're trying to stop doing. You know, the way you spend your money, all these things, it's going to take self-discipline to break those bad habits. Or self-discipline also is going to take place in rebalancing health issues that has been caused by excess of things we shouldn't have been eating and things we've been putting in our lives. So I'm going to need self-discipline. Now, when we get self-discipline and when we begin to use it, it allows us to focus on our goals. Here's what I tell everybody when you're going to start the carnivore lifestyle. First thing you need to do is write down your why. Why am I doing this? For me, it was about getting rid of inflammation. It was for me, it was about helping me deal with the autoimmune disease that I had dealt with for over 30 years. I had psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, and I had been dealing with this for so long, and I had seen the videos where people had done so well on the carnivore diet with this issue. So I had my goal set. I had my why of the purpose I was doing this. And when I get my why, then I begin to set the goals. And self-discipline allows me to focus then. When I get weak, I can focus in on my goal. It enables you to stay in control of yourself. That's what discipline is. I can control myself. And then I can also control my reactions to the situations. Because when you do this, you're going to get in situations where you're going to go to a party and they're going to have all kind of food. You're going to go to a dinner that's not going to be just carnivore. You're going to go to family gatherings and it's not. And so you're going to need to know your why. You're going to have to set your goals. You're going to have to get your self-discipline. Self-discipline is like a muscle. You know, the more you train it, the stronger you become. You know, and so we have to work at self-discipline. Because if I have a lack of self-discipline, it's going to cause me low self-esteem. And so that's just going to drive me farther down the hole of where I'm at. And so I've got to get self-discipline in my life. Self-discipline is about making wise choices for myself. Whether it's the food I eat, whether it's the amount of exercise that I do, it's dependent on how disciplined I am. So the more disciplined I am, the more disciplined I'm able to say, I'm going to do this. I can change my lifestyle of what I'm eating. The more disciplined I am, I can get up and go exercise and do more. You know, exercise promotes a sense of self-control over the body, and it translates to improved sense of control over the aspects of life. It helps in stress. And those who exercise regularly demonstrate higher levels of self-esteem. It's just a proven fact. And they maintain a sense of self-discipline when you do that. I believe there are 5 pillars of self-discipline. Because a lot of people will go, how can I do this? You know, what's the concept of self-discipline? I want you to hear these 5 self-discipline pillars. And they are acceptance. They are willpower, hard work, production, and persistence. And I want to look at those 5 right now because I think they're vitally important. 1, the first pillar is acceptance. You know, it is the most basic challenge people face. You know, they fail to accurately perceive and accept their current situation. A lot of people have been sick for so long. And a lot of people have just been where they're at for so long that they're failing to even accurately perceive and accept where they're at. You know, I had to get to that place in my life where I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's one of my sayings I tell people when they go, I can't do this. I can't do this lifestyle. I can't do this diet. I can't do this way of life. And I go, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll do something. I'm telling you. And that's the acceptance that I need to get help. And it's important to identify an area where your discipline is weakest. You know, because then that's where, as I'm looking at my life and go, man, I'm weak in giving in to what I eat. I'm weak at giving in to this. Or I know that's the areas I'm weakest in. Now that I know where I'm at, I can't get where I want to go if I don't know where I'm at. So by having acceptance of where I'm at, then I can acknowledge that and move forward. Access where you stand right now and acknowledge and accept your starting point. And then design a program and put it together for yourself to improve that area. How do I do that? Several ways. We said earlier, watching those videos. We said one of the things I like to do is maybe read some self-help books. For me specifically, it's the Word of God. As a pastor, I love to read the Bible. The Bible, when I read, I don't just read for information. I read for revelation to change my life. And when I read God's Word that says where I'm weak, He says He is strong, then I can accurately look at where I'm at in my weakness, but I know that through the Lord, He's strong to help me in that. It also says I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And so when I see my weaknesses, I have help that I can do this by going to God's Word. And so that's what I do. And that's what I did when I started this, was getting the acceptance. Then the next pillar is willpower. Willpower is the concentration of force. Choose your objective. You know, if it's working out, then I'm choose the objective. If it's doing carnivore, if it's doing keto, if it's doing ketovore, whatever it is, I choose the objective, and then I create a plan, and then I attack and execute the plan. So if I say, okay, I'm going to do carnivore, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a plan. I got to get the junk maybe out of my cabinets. I got to get the junk out of my refrigerator, and then I'm going to put together a plan. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And that willpower becomes the concentration of force. And your willpower, it will always be at its lowest when you feel stressed. So if I just sit around and stress about the way I feel, then my willpower is not going to be there. But when I accurately go, here's where I'm at, and I want to change, then I begin to put down an objective, and I go after it, and then I begin to get the willpower to do it. And then the third pillar is hard work. That's tough because a lot of times we want it easy. You know, we want that pill that's going to make us lose 50 pounds in a month. You know, we want that pill that can lose 10 pounds in 5 days. You know, and we want the easy way. You know, I think about people with finances. You know, everybody wants to get rich quick. You know, and yet it's been proven that the most of the multimillionaires didn't get rich quick. You know, they had to work. They had to have hard work. They had to have a good work ethic. And so, you know, we can't just want the easy way. But a strong challenge is commonly connected with strong results. You know, it's like, I'm going to work hard at this. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to move forward with this. And it may not be easy because I didn't gain all this weight in a month. I'm not going to lose all this weight in a month. And so I'm going to work hard at it. This is part of the pillars of self-discipline. The next one, number 4, is production. Production is developing the capacity to put in the effort and the time. Production. You know, I have a lot that goes on in my life, and a lot of times people will say, "Man, you sure are busy," and I stop them and go, "I don't ever want to be busy. I want to be productive." Because if I'm doing something and I'm just busy, you can be busy and get nothing done. I want to be productive. When I chose to do the carnivore lifestyle, I wasn't just doing it to be doing it. I did it to have production. I wanted to lower inflammation. Little did I know I was going to get icing on the cake. Probably not a good term with carnivore, but I was able to release 67 pounds off my body and be in the 180s since the first time since the 1980s. That was amazing. But that wasn't what my goals were. That wasn't my why. That wasn't why I was hard working. That wasn't even the production I was trying to get. I was trying to lower inflammation. The other just came because of the self-discipline. All that fell into place. And then last is persistence. Persistence. This allows you to keep taking action even when you don't feel like it. You know, there's days when I get up, I work out now. I've been working out for about 4 or 5 months now. And there's days I get up and I'm drinking my coffee and I'm sitting in my recliner, maybe watching some YouTube videos of some of my fellow followers that I follow and subscribe to on Carnivore Lifestyle. And I'll just be sitting there going, oh, I gotta go work out. Oh, I gotta go work out. You know, and I can sit there, and if I'm not careful, I can talk myself out of going. And so what I have to do is I have to have persistence, because it's going to keep me in action even when I don't feel like it. You know, one of the greatest ways I heard this said was from the Intentional Carnivore, Shaun White. He's a friend of mine. And the very first video he ever put out, he is several hundred pounds overweight, and he's walking down the road, and he's filming and he's videoing himself with his camera. And he makes this statement about, you know, motivation follows action. And boy, when he said that, I was like, oh, wow, that is so true. You know, a lot of times we sit and wait for motivation to go do something. But no, motivation follows the action. And so, you know, I can sit there on the couch and go, oh, I don't feel like it. Maybe if I get motivated, I'll go work out. No, I'll never go. But if I get up, get ready, get in my vehicle, drive the 20 minutes to the gym, get out of the truck, walk through those doors, and I start working out, just like that, man, the motivation comes, and I go in there and I sweat and I work hard, you know, and give it everything I've got. But I had to do the action first. Well, it's that way when you think about self-discipline with the carnivore lifestyle. You know, I've got to have a persistence so I can keep doing it even when I don't feel motivated to do it. And therefore, you know, when I do this and I do the action, I get the motivation, I stay persistent, then what happens? I begin to accumulate results. Lowering my inflammation, having my psoriasis go to hardly nothing, no more joint pain with psoriatic arthritis, releasing the 67 pounds of excess weight that I had on me. Going down, you know, oh, what a great problem when I now have to go to the store and I got to buy all new clothes because all my clothes are falling off of me, you know? And those are accumulating results because of the persistence. Persistence will ultimately provide its own motivation. That's what it's all about. That's what it's about with the carnivore lifestyle. Listen, I hope this has helped you today. And I want to encourage you, whatever it is, if you're doing keto, ketovore, carnivore, I want to encourage you, self-discipline. Follow these pillars, get it together, and I want to see you soar in what you want to do in your life to better your health. Well, once again, like my video, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can know that I'm putting up new content. And until then, God bless and have a great day.